Hey, it's Adam with Irata non grata, and got some more Atari game news. Now, a few weeks ago, I think it was, Atari announced a new run and jump platformer called Mr. Run and Jump. And this is coming out to all the modern consoles. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, at the time when I saw this, I was like, whatever. I've seen lots of run and jumping sort of platformer games before, and I don't know, this didn't catch my eye too much. But today there was a press release sent out saying that Atari is bringing this game from just PCs and consoles, and they're releasing it as a cartridge on the Atari 2600. And that's a little bit surprising, of course. But I'll let this play while I read some of the press release, where it says it's a simple yet challenging 2D platformer originally developed for the Atari 2600 video game console. While it was built to run on old hardware, Mr. Run and Jump's a brand new game designed to be approachable to all players. Leap, the dog, has begun wandering toward the dark realm, and if he ventures too far, he'll never be able to find his way back. It's up to Mr. Run and Jump to save his best friend before it's too late. And it has over 80 screens of platforming action across 6 colorful worlds, bound over obstacles and dodge 5 distinct enemy types, a unique scoring system where you start with 25,000 points. For each second that elapses, your score decreases by 1. Colliding with an enemy will decrease it by 100, and you compete with your friends to see who can get the highest score. Now, I'm not sure that's from the press release, and it says about Mr. Run and Jump 2600. It almost sounds like it might be this. I'm not 100% sure. We don't really have any footage of this from the 2600 version yet, but in the press release sent to this Google Drive link where they show this cartridge here and the box art there. And so this is the first cartridge release for the Atari 2600 since Secret Quest was released way back in 1990. And this is done through Atari's Atari XP program. I had a video earlier on my channel, several months ago, that discussed that, where they were re-releasing a bunch of Atari 2600 games like Adventure, Yar's Revenge, and such. But they were very, very expensive, like $100 each. And so I wouldn't be surprised if this is in the same realm. It's not Atari age pricing. I was looking up the links earlier for another video, but Atari Age has a store, of course, where they sell all sorts of homebrew games for the 2600, and that seems to influence somebody over at Atari SA, who is the owners of Atari now. But at least under the direction of their new CEO, Wade Rosen, this is some of the stuff that they're trying to do is things that I think are appealing to fans. And so, what do you think of that? Or seeing this game translated into an Atari 2600 game? It'd be interesting to see. Obviously, there's going to be a lot that it won't be able to do comparatively. And this is maybe just me. I totally understand why the 2600 is the focus, because it's the most iconic Atari hardware ever released. But I wouldn't mind seeing this come along. I mean, if they're going to do Atari 2600, why not the Atari 7800 as well, or the Atari Lynx, or even the Atari Jaguar? As I'm sure the Lynx could do something like this really well, and as could the Jaguar. The 7800, well, I mean, heck, if the 2600 can do it, any of them can, but just giving you more detail and more stuff that you can do. But let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Interesting news. And we'll catch you on the next video, which might be my recommendations for what I'd like to see in an Atari Lynx compilation. But we'll catch you next time.